Alright, heading north on County Road 126 in Douglas County. We came from the west, so from the Ava area, basically. Actually, we came out of Springfield, but then we took Highway 5 south down toward Ava. Took the Mansfield exit off of Highway 60 to take Highway 5 south toward Ava. Just before Ava, we took a left, so we went east on Highway 76, and then we went 11.5 miles, and that's where we went north onto County Road 126. So when you're on Highway 76, you'll cross the Bryant Creek at about 10 miles, and then it's another 1.5 miles, and that's when you go north onto the gravel road, County Road 126. And we've actually gone about 3 miles on County Road 126. And we are heading down a hill, and we're within about 1/4 mile of the property. We're going to see it on the right side of the road. It's the middle of winter. We've got no leaves on the trees, and this tract was recently logged. Like all the tracts out here, it was recently logged, and this is the first winter since it was logged. So this is when it looks its worst, and that's also why we have a tract with county road frontage and electric priced as low as we do. Because it was recently logged and we haven't done any cleanup. Oftentimes the guys will come in and spend a couple days, probably one day on a track like this, and put in a driveway, clear out a site, either a building site or at least big enough to turn around your truck. But we haven't done that. So you get to see it in all its glory, at its worst, in the wintertime. In a few months, when spring hits and all the leaves come out, everything will start to green up, and it'll be a whole different story, but right now you definitely get to see it at its worst. And we're getting close to the property. It typically takes, a couple years, 2 or 3 years, for a property that was logged to really start to look substantially better. I mean, we've got properties that were logged far more heavily than this, and after 4 or 5 years you can barely tell. Now every piece is a little different, but now here we go. So now we're facing east. The property's on the right side of the road, so direct county road frontage. You can see it slopes down off the road to a creek bed, gravel creek bed, and then slopes back up again. So that's going to be a wet weather creek. It is definitely not going to have water in it year round. But it will at times. We'll do a drone video as well. There's still some large timber left and a ton of medium and small timber, but the large commercial size oaks were harvested from the property. There, like I said, you can see the power line. It looks like actual cable, so that's cool. And phone's going to be at the county road. We've got a barbed wire fence along the road frontage, so feel free to cut that when you're doing your driveway or whatnot. This is an awesome area for hunting, deer and turkey specifically. You will see them all over the place out here, all over the place. I don't think I'll explore too much on the property. Hopefully we'll be able to get in pretty well with the drone and have a look at it. Pretty typical of the Ozarks. It drops down and rises back up again. There may be some areas that are completely flat, but mostly it does have a slope to it. I don't see anything that I would call a bluff or any kind of drop. I can see a flat area in the bottom of that valley, which could be a great place to camp or park your RV while you're out here for the weekend, but I definitely wouldn't build there because that will have water in it sometimes throughout the year. It should have a gravel bottom, I would think, and that's pretty handy. You can use the gravel for a driveway or for building projects or even landscaping, some of the bigger stuff. Oh, there's an armadillo. He's back about 15-20 feet off the road there. He's digging for roots, I think. That's the second one I've seen today. He doesn't hear me at all. They have horrible hearing and horrible eyesight, but apparently they have a really good sense of smell. Oh, I see you, buddy. He's kind of looking at me. He's like, who is this? Oh, there he goes. I wasn't trying to scare you. He took off. Here's a big pile of rocks over here on the property. This was probably left from 100 years ago. Back when this would have been open field, they would have cleared out the rocks here for their pasture. So I see a cross fence right there, but then I also see another fence over there. When you come to check out the property, if you bring the map right link. Okay, so this is looking like the east line. You can see a blue ribbon on that tree. And then as you look down, there's an old fence that does go down that way. This might be a better spot for a driveway, actually, than where we parked the truck. Oh, this would be great for a driveway. A few hours with the chainsaw and you'd be pulling in here with a truck with no problem. That poor little armadillo thinks I'm chasing him. He's about 30 feet ahead of me. But really, I just want to see that creek bed and see what we're looking at here. Whoops. There you go. Go hide behind that old log, buddy. Poor guy. Okay. So yeah, we did end up walking to the gravel creek bed on the property. And it definitely has a gravel bottom. I see a lot of tops and limbs that have been downed. Like I said, those do rot away after just a few years. And that's got a good gravel bottom to it. That's great. This is a level area. This could be a cool little kind of creekside campsite down here. And I don't know if this would actually be considered mapped out flood zone or not, but I wouldn't build here. It's not adjacent to a creek bed. There could be a lot of water that comes through here. And then look, as you look up toward the other side, it kind of rises up somewhat gradually. Interesting property though. We tried to price it as low as humanly possible, considering the county road frontage and the electric and all that good stuff. Great area. Check out the drone video as well. If you have any questions, let us know. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can check out the actual listing at InstantAcres.com if the property's available. And if it's not, we'll find you something else that's beautiful. It might not have a cool little armadillo on it, but it'll definitely have deer and turkey. InstantAcres.com.